Garnet Rogers has spent the last decade emerging from the shadow of his brother, the late Stan Rogers. That Rogers has made the journey from darkness into light through songs of immense power and performances of equal power confirms the growing stature of the Ancaster, Ontario-based singer-songwriter.
One of the worst problems I have is trying to keep from censoring myself when I'm writing. And when Frankie and Johnny was one of those songs that just kind of came to me and dropped into my lap. And it takes about 8 minutes to sing. It took about 10 minutes to write. And when I was in the middle of writing it, I kind of stopped for a second and I thought, well, am I going to write about this? Because people are going to think that this is about Stan and myself. And for the record, it's not about me. It's not about Stan. It's the loss of a sibling is something that I know something about. But I think it's more of a chance for me to say what is the central idea in the song is if you love someone, let it show. And that's what I'm trying to get across. The story is just kind of a vehicle for that. And in terms of actual real life, it's about a friend of mine who lost a brother a few years ago. And the song was sort of written as kind of a signpost for him, and also as a means of letting him know that I admired him for his ability to show love and affection, which is apparently a very difficult thing for men to do in North America.
Me and Johnny, we were brothers, though we did not look the same. We had not much in common, we shared little, but our last names. So he was big and bright and handsome, I was quiet, pale and shy. He could talk a streak and I could barely speak, and where I'd stumble, he would fly. So much so easily came to him. Me, I had to work so much. Where I struggled on with everything, Johnny had the Midas touch. He was quick to anger, quick to laugh, quick to fight, quick to forgive. He lived each day as though it was his last, and me, I merely lived. He left home when I was 18. I still recall his face. Waited vainly for his letters as he moved from place to place. And me, I settled down and I'm married. I got a mortgage and 2 kids. If I envied him his freedom, I soon learned to keep it hid. Love someone, you let it show. Hold them close to you and tell them so they know it's too late. By the grave, give them all the love you have every day. Johnny died when I was 30. It was a senseless, random death. I got the news. I put down the phone. I could not get a breath. My parents took it worse than me. For I had lost a brother. They had lost their prodigal son. They took their pain out on each other. And I tried hard to make up for Johnny. I tried to be a better son, and I nearly killed myself trying to live for 2. If I could only live for 1. If you love someone, can you let it show? Hold them close to you and tell them so they know it's too late. By the grave, give them all the love you have every day. And so it fell to me be the one to sort through his effects. I have no words to say how hard it was to search his desk. He seemed so near, so real to me. This man I barely knew, whose freedom I'd so resented with each turning of the screw. Then I found the package. It was all tied up with string. I caught the knot, I opened it, and it revealed so many things. There were the letters that he had never sent. He mostly wrote to me, and they revealed the prisoner upon each page, the man I thought so free. He wrote, Frank, you think I have so much? Indeed, there's a little I've not done, but you are loved and you can give love back too. You're the lucky one. You're the lucky one, Frankie. You have a family and your friends and your wife, and all they'll say when I'm gone is he had a busy life. He wrote, Frank, I just can't say those words. We're so different, we two, and if you're reading this, then I'm long gone, so Frank. Someone, can you let it show? Hold them close to you and tell them so they know it's too late. By the grave, give them all the love you have every day. Late next day, I got home, my wife had gone to bed. She stretched and stirred and made some room. Are you okay? She said. I lay down and I held her close and I kissed her on the head, and then reaching out to take her hand, I love you. Love someone, can it show? Hold them close to you, tell them so they know it's too late. By the grave, give them all the love you have every day. If you love someone, can you let it show? Hold them close to you and tell them so they know it's too late. By the grave, give them all the love you have every day.
It's more important to me to try to approach the actual song or the actual idea in kind of an oblique way, present the audience with a certain kind of idea or a certain approach to the idea, and with any luck they'll draw their own conclusions. And that to me is the most important thing in the actual act of performing, is letting the audience bring their own experience to the song. And I think with a song like Frankie and Johnny, they're reacting not so much to what they can perceive to be my situation, but they're maybe reacting to their own situation. You know, and I've had a lot of mail from people who have gone home after my shows. You know, I'll get a letter from someone and they'll say, you know, after your show the other night when you played Frankie and Johnny, I went home and I phoned my mom, and that's very gratifying. That's, and you kind of go out in the lobby after, during the interval or something at the concerts, and there's this sort of lineup for the payphone. People go, "Hello, Mom, I love you."